Hello, everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It's a cloudy, damp day. It is currently -4. It feels like -9 Celsius. But on the good note, the water in my yard is finally going down. They've steamed out the culverts in the side ditch. So hopefully I will have a yard again instead of lakefront. All right, so what have I been up to this week? I watched our lovely Shannon on Friday. She was doing clusters, and of course, that tweaked me into wanting to do clusters. So I'm going to be using these as flips for my for a journal. You know, I'll be adding them to various different things. So I did a whole bunch of little clusters. I was decided I needed some coffee dyed paper, so I went on a coffee dyed paper binge and did quite a bit of that this week. And yesterday I went to a friend's and we did gel printing. So I've got these as well. This one I think is going to be a journal cover. I love the way that one turned out. Some of these are just going to get hacked up for, some of my Kim bits. This one I'm going to do a floral on, obviously. But the fun thing is, some of these are on the business cards that I had purchased. So I've got lots to, hey, Anne, nice to see you. Okay. So these are going to go on the business cards so I can take them apart and use them as little bits. So I'm excited for that. But I had a great time playing with friends. I did one on a coloring book page. So I figured what I'm going to do is I'm going to doodle it, and then I'll probably scan it and see if I can print it. But I do have also on, looking for it. I did it on, I've got a box of CD stickers, the labels and everything that CDs go on. Hey, Chrissy. Hi, Carol. Andrea, nice to see you guys. Oh, by the way, I figured out what I did wrong with that recipe on Sunday. When I first decided to do it, I pulled a pot out. And then, without thinking, I did it according to the recipe I wrote down. I am very notorious for not writing down complete recipes because I think I'm going to remember. So that one actually has to be cooked. Anyway, I have a lovely creamer out of it. So I had a lot of fun playing with my girlfriends yesterday, and this one is on a CD. Like you can see where the round label is here. It's going to be fun. So anyway, those are my gel prints. So what have you guys been up to this past week? Hope you guys have been having fun and doing some creative stuff. I also did some grunge paper because I want to do another little book. 3 boards to make. Cool. I want to do another little book. It's not going to be a rude book. It's going to be something completely different. So I took some of my paper that I had down on my desk and I grunged them up. So today I want to put some more black marks on and some white marks on, and we'll see if I can get it glued to the little bits of the cardboard that I've got for the substrate. Awesome, Anne. Awesome. Yeah, master boards, vision boards, path boards. Okay, so when we were gel printing yesterday, I fell in love with this roller that I had made. Hot glue, and it's a swirly kind of thing. Leaves wonderful marks. So I think I want to run some black on these pages with this roller. I just have to grab my black paint. put it down on here and we'll roll it out and then do some watercolored. Nice. Nice, nice. I know I don't need that much paint. So I did that and I didn't pull out a brayer. But they're right here, so all's good. Just want to spread it out a little bit. So yeah, it leaves a fun set of marks, and I'm just gonna do that on the pages. Not even, I don't care if it's complete or not. I just wanted to add black squiggles. The ladies that I was playing with yesterday were using open paints. So I'd taken my stencils or some of my stencils, and a bunch of stuff over there. So it's still sitting drying. Of course, I'm going to be coming back in and hand doodling and stuff on these pages anyway. Yeah, it was a blast. It was a blast. And one of them actually belongs to a junk journal club in Winnipeg. She's invited me to go with her. She told me that I need X number of pocket full of stuff and, whole bunch of different things. All right. I only have one more paper to go. It's black on the brayer. Awesome. So what I'm going to do with these, let's clean that. This is going to end up being another grunge paper. Anytime I've got these brown papers from my this stuff, I turn them into grungy bits. And I pour muck water on them. It's a way for using up muck water. So it's got muck water. I did some stamping because I had some extra. This orange, I was taking a course last week on junk journals. I guess it was 2 weeks worth of lessons. So I had taken some liquid tempera and watered it down, and I used it with my dip pen, but then I let it sit and got really nice and thick. So I used it for pouring and blobbing on these pages. Hey, Lee, nice to see you. Oh, happy anniversary, Kissy. So now we've got all these little bits. I want to add just a little bit of white, but I don't think I'll use paint. I think I'll just use, what am I going to use? I don't know, maybe I'll have to use paint. I was just hoping to use a white marker and just, it's going to get very confusing with these all up here. I just wanted to make sure that they weren't really sticking together. I'm just going to go like this. A couple of white lines. Like that. Because this is a grungy book. I can't remember the name of the lady that did them. BB something. She was doing a free class, and then now her other classes are paid for. See, no rhyme or reason, guys. We're just putting stuff down on the paper. Oh, there's obviously some glue or something here. This pen isn't taking it, or it's not taking the pen very good, but that's okay. I was thinking maybe I would stitch on some of these. I've got some that I've stitched on, not this batch, but another batch that I did. I did some hand stitching, and they're really pretty. All right. I would love to see your train layout, Lee. I'm going to have to come watch you. We'll have to come and watch you. Then I noticed that there's a big scrapbooking retreat in Alberta in April. I thought, oh, maybe I should see if Ron wants to go to Alberta first. But that I've planted all my bedding plants yesterday, so I don't want to leave them. We all do, Chrissy. We all do. We all make junk journals and various journals. We do, we do. All right. Those are ready to rock. I've got the black on. I've got the white on. Let's glue them down to these cardboard things. Yeah, how's your production going, Carol? Yeah. You know what? It's almost like a leopard or something. I don't know. So I've got these cereal box 3x4s. I love working on 3x4s. I do. Now, I had a big jar of Mod Podge here. There it is. There it is. I'm going to Mod Podge these down. So I got all kinds of scummies in it. Oh, you guys should have seen yesterday because I'm not used to working with open paints. I used my own paints, but grabbing the stencils and things that we were using, my goodness gracious, I was such a mucky pup. You have no idea. Sorry, just had to go and get a big paintbrush. Get a big paintbrush. So I'm just gonna smoke it down. I'm gonna make sure that the printed side, this side, is totally covered, and I'm not as worried about the back side. Where's my bone folder thing? We're gonna press that down really good. Impromptu bids for a while. Okay, Chrissy. And how well have I stuck this down to this other paper? Not bad. Not bad. And I'm just going to fold that. And like I say, I'm not worried about it going all the way to the other edge because it's brown. And then I will trim that off when it is dry. Then I'll have lots of little scrap bits that I can play with. I can put some embellishments on, whatever, you guys know how this goes. So the lady's place that I played gel prints at yesterday, she does the ladies craft group Tuesday afternoons. So I'm heading over there again this afternoon to play crafts. Don't know what I'm going to take. I still have a couple of those watercolors that, oh, did I just hit my camera with my brush? Oh dear. Put the brush down. Put the brush down, Kim. So I'm heading over there this afternoon, and I think I'll just take some of those watercolors that Jeannie and I were working on. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Some of these are really grungy. They were used many times. I have a whole box of these painted papers that, from, this kind of thing. Desk protection. Okay, and take care. Hope everything goes well at your appointment. And you know what? I'm not overly concerned if these bubble up a little bit. I think that's probably the better way to go. Do it that way. And as I say, it's going to be fun to come in and I can paint these a solid color or something maybe. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting book. I think this book, you know how on Facebook you get those lists, or maybe not Facebook. I've seen lists of words that have disappeared over time. Words like malarkey and jalopy, that kind of thing. Kids these days don't know those words. Well, a lot of kids these days don't know those words. So I'd like to do a book kind of like that. That doesn't fit that way. Ooh. Well, you know what? That's a wider side. We'll go like that. So to get these lovely papers like this, I had watched, can't remember her name, Liesel, Heinzel. You know who I'm talking about. I know you guys have watched her. She did these how to make your scraps look incredible. And she had a big bin of just torn up scraps of various kinds of paper. Some had little paint marks on, some did not. And this is the kind of thing she did. She took time and she poured paint water on. She spattered them with paint. While they were all in big bunches, she went over them with a big stamp and stamped on them. She did some marble roll. It was really, really cool. Really cool. Make sure you get to the edge. Not quite at the edge. Well, So anyway, after I saw her do that, you know, mucky pup that I am, I had to try it, and I just love the grunge that I get from doing that to my papers. And you have to admit, they're really, really grungy and interesting. Well, I think they are. Oh, very little orange on this. It's way up here. It's okay, though. It will be what it will be. Of course, I'm still going to collage on these. And like I say, maybe do some stitching. But I'll be doing it like right through. So it'll just basically be like running stitches, that kind of thing. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. I have a sale spot coming up in April. So I kind of have to get some stuff complete for that. Whoop. This page is getting sticky. It's okay. Oh, you know what I should have done while it was down there on the floor? I should have spritzed them with water and dumped all my rust stuff on them. Next batch. Next batch. There's always another batch coming up. So that's always fun too. I can just leave them sitting there. I have a corner where I have a big piece of brown paper down and do it on it. Because it's just bare concrete underneath. I'm not concerned about getting paint or anything on the floors. I like that orange. I really like the orange. I'm going to try and get that. This even has some gold on it. That's another thing I could do is I come back with some metallic paint and put some metallic paint on. That would be lovely. Or doodle with some gold ink. I think I just like the way it kind of washes in there though. Like you can't really see it. Anybody else's Bolden folder all covered in glue and things? Just a couple more, and then we'll pull out some gold paint or something and add that to the mix. Hi, Beth. How are you? I am working on a grungy chunky book. So I've started with some painted paper, and I'm just putting it down on my cardboard. And then I will trim them, and we can add some metallics, I think. I'll add some gold metallic paint. This is a big piece. Try not to get sticky. It's not working. I'll pull it as tight as possible. Yeah, there's some ugly marks on it. Like, I'm not a big fan of this green, and we all know I really don't like brown. Anfield Road's name is Lee, and he does model train stuff, model train layouts. We used to have a lot of model train stuff. My husband brought it from Germany and gave it to the grandsons. I don't know how much they used them, but you know, it was getting old. Some of the switches weren't working properly. Some of the track links needed to be revamped, rewired. Hey, Teresa. Nice to see you. He still has a couple of old engines and things. He wanted to do a little display up in his office. But they're still sitting here in my craft area, which is fine, which is totally fine. Whoa, see? Should have used a short-handled brush. Sorry. Didn't mean to punch you guys in the eye. And again, that recipe that I did on Sunday, I know where I went wrong on it. So, but it makes a really, really nice coffee additive if you like sweet coffee or flavored coffee. Almost to the edge. Almost. I think would be kind of cool. Oh, 2 more, and I've got a whole whack load more of these. So I think what I'll do is I will wrap them in coffee dyed paper, which is fine. I'll just, so they're not as fancy dancy and grungy as these ones, but that's okay. Ooh, I like this side better. I like that side better. And then with the little bits, I can add them. Okay. So, as I was saying, I will use coffee dyed paper on the other ones, and then the stuff that I trim off here, I will just add splotches of it to the coffee dyed paper. Once we're trimmed. One more of those. Well, I don't know how to count. Anybody else out there would like making chunky books? I know Beth and Becca make them. It was Becca that kind of turned me on to these because I really liked the sound of them. I'm gonna go get her. I like the plasticky sound when they're done, which is really weird. Come on. Yeah, they're starting to stick to this now. That's okay. It has a big blob of white paint on it. Hey, Marty. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. I'm using my grungy papers that I have played with to put on 3x4-inch pieces of cereal box. See, I got this one. It's got the blue turquoisey kind of stuff. It's got black, it's got white. I think I'll use this on a couple. Let's see. Compare you down the middle. Yes, that works. That'll work. Well, it will. It's got some orange as well. It's got the colors I'm using. With a piece of blue paper. And I coffee dyed it, so it's grungy. This again was a paper that had been down on my desk. You can see outlines of things that I did on it. Look. Oh no. Come back. Don't need your stickiness down there. No stickiness allowed. And then the leftovers from this I can put on. I can use the scrap. On the other pages. Lovely, lovely, lovely. This box has a big bubble in it. Let's see if I can just take a knife to that and take that bubble out. That's better. That's better. So now from looking at this, I'm thinking, ooh, maybe I should make a whole bunch of frames to go in here. We'll see, we'll see. But does have the colors that I'm using, which is lovely. Lovely, lovely. One more to go. That's just going to have to be plain coffee dye. Plain coffee dye, which is fine. On the small one. I'll use this one. It's actually a piece of cardstock, but that's okay. It's got this nice big stain on it. It does, it does. Last one. Whoa. Don't fling it. No flinging of the things, Kim. I really like that stain. That piece there. Almost looks like a continent on a map or something. An old map. All right. Hidden paper clips. I love making hidden paper clips. But I have quite the collection of them, so I'm not doing any for a while. The next couple of months, I am going to be spending more time doing journals because I got to use up stuff. Got to use stuff up because I got way too much stuff. And then the Dell printing session with my friends yesterday, and of course we love it so much we're going to do it again. I don't even know how many pages I ended up with, almost 30, I think. All right, those are done. I just want to go dump this in a bucket of water because we all know what Mod Podge is like on the dry stuff. We don't want it to dry on the brush. All right, put the Mod Podge away. I don't think that's the bag I used for it before, but that's fine. All right, so let's trim these down now. Let's trim these down. You know, I probably should have trimmed them down as I went. But the thing is, you can do this and you can see where the edges are, right? Oh, I think I cut into that one a bit. Is okay. Especially with the cardstock. It's pretty thick. Okay, that is the edge. And I haven't decided how I want this book to go, whether I want it to go this way or this way or this way, you know. I don't decide that until I've been playing with it for a while. All right. I can see that, you know, it's not quite flush. I will run it through the cutter after if I desire. I might cut them into wonky shapes and just have the hinge side flush. You know how that goes. You know, that's really interesting. I like these. You know what? I really like these. And some are going to be wonky. I get it. Don't want to lose the scraps in case I need them. So what else have you guys been up to this week? Oh, as I said, I got all my garden stuff planted. I've got my flowers planted. Just in the shop because they still have to go in the greenhouse. We're not going to be able to plant outside until the end of May, beginning of June. Oh yeah, I guess I gotta do that too. Taxes. Yep. Oh, that didn't stick down very good. I will cut it and I will add glue in a bit. One of the ladies that I was playing with yesterday asked me for inchies, if I do inchies, and I said yes, because I do. She is doing a portrait out of inchies, a big portrait. So I am going to share some inchies with her. Getting your hair cut today? Awesome. End of April. How does it do end of April? So I planted enough flowers that my granddaughter-in-law will be able to plant her flower bed. Okay, this Mod Podge is not sticking very nice. Have to use a better glue, I think, on the printed side of these cardboard things. Just cut off the majority of the white that I just did on this one. Okay. Because we all know that there's going to be stencils and all kinds of stuff on top of this yet. Yeah. This is a great start for this book. Hi, Janet. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. How are you doing after that accident? I hope you're okay from it, you and your daughter. Okay, so we're just a couple more. Then I'm going to grab the gold paint and I'm going to just add some smushes of gold. Actually, I'll use a gold marker instead of paint. I'll just do some lines or something with that. Or a swirl or something. Something. Oh, I'm glad you're doing okay. Glad you're doing okay. I have one row left to do for March on my Afghan, my temperature blanket. I didn't manage to get it done yesterday. It's on my list for today. And because it's 10% Tuesday, I want to go grocery shopping. See, I can add any of these colors, something completely different. Hey, Sherry, nice to see you. Nice to see you. I'm working on a chunky book. This one's actually not going to be a rude book. That's because I have 3 of them sitting over there that I need to finish. All right. So I'm just going to take all these scraps and I'm going to put them over here. That one looks poor and lonely and no colors, which is fine. It is absolutely fine. I have these markers that I got from the dollar store, and they've got dual tips. So I'm going to use the marker side, and I'm just going to do a couple of gold lines. The thing is I don't know what's going to get covered and what's not. So I'm going to do it now, even though I have no idea what's happening. Can you see the shine? Don't know if you can see it or not. And again, I am not worried about what's happening, where they're going, you know. It's just adding that little bit more interest. Oh, this side. Got to do this side too. I don't even know how much ink is in these things. But it's okay. Other side. Yeah, I'll probably add more after. I don't think I did this side. Doesn't show very nice where I'm got it situated right now. This one's got purple on it. Morning, Jan. Nice to see you, hon. I took my grungy paper that I had sitting over on the floor that I was splashing muck water on and coffee and paint and stuff. And I covered 3x4-inch pieces of cardboard. And I'm going to do a chunky book and not a rude one this time. And I thought I had enough of the painty paper to do 13 pages. But I didn't. So I had to use other stuff. But that's okay because I got other stuff. Oh, thanks, Jen. I had fun doing them. It's an ongoing process, right? Because you just tear it all up and you throw it on a board or whatever you want to put it on. They are going to get really wet. And then you drizzle muck water on, you stamp them, you spatter paint, you can marble run them. There. Now they all have some gold on them. Yay! Actually, I've got a metallic blue. Maybe that would be something to use because I do have all the turquoises and stuff. That could be a lot of fun to put on there. All right. So some of them are a little bit bigger than others. Need a little bit of trimming down. That's okay. Some of them need a little bit more glue. Still don't know exactly what I want to do for which way I want the book to go, if I want it to go this way or this way, you know. So I think what I'll do now is I'm going to add some solid color circles because I can do that. I just have to get my solid scissors, put them over here because they were in the way. And yeah, I know that all my papers, like when I do these kinds of books, I like everything to kind of go together. When I do the big junk journals, I don't care if the pages match or not. I do have the same kind of thing happening throughout. How wet are you? You're not. I can put you there. We can do it this way. That still needs to get glued down again, which is fine. Well, I can get 12. Oh, look at that. You know what? I thought I had 13. I have 16. That's okay. We'll just go like this. Well, I guess I don't want to cover that up too much. We'll go like that. And then what color? I don't want to use green. I have this lovely blue. Had that yellow paint in there. I've got lots of lovely yellow. What do you think? I think I like the yellow because I do have some yellow spatter. What do you think? Kind of like the yellow. Okay. We're going to take, are you guys the same size? Nothing's the same size. Of course not. Why would Kim have two pieces of paper the same size? Okay. We'll do it like this. Then we're going to take this little punch, and I'm going to just punch out a whole bunch of holes. Or circles, whatever you want to call it. I know this is so exciting for you guys. I'm sorry. But you're getting my flow, how I do these things. No real rhyme or reason. I just do it. Just do it! I'm going to trim this strip off. And yeah, it's going to go into that bin. Because I like to have now normally I would be painting a lot of this stuff on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut. Ooh, let's see, can I do that? Yes. I'm cutting down this side very carefully because I could use, I could use the negatives on these as well. It could be kind of fun. It's sunny there? Ha! We got cloud. But on a happy note, they steamed the culvert on the side ditch, and our water is going down. Very happy about that. All right, I have a whack load of little yellow dots now. Probably don't need this many, but who knows? Who knows? Okay, we're just going to move these over to the side so you can see. Big stack of them. Get the glue, and I'm just going to glue some randomly. Oh, we've got new neighbors, both corners, beside and behind. And they dug a ditch down that back. Oops, got two of them there. Down the back of the fence. And I guess they didn't dig it quite deep enough because the road behind us, with their ditch being full and their culvert not being steamed, all the stuff from the back is coming up into the yards here. Like both people on the corners have a fair bit of water, and the people a house down away from the ditch has. I don't think I've ever seen the amount of water in their yard that we have this year. So I'm just doing little dots. Of course, I could use smaller dots because I've got my whole bin of hole punch dots. But I'm going to put a variety of dots on each page. What really bothers me the most about the water in my yard is a lot of the neighbors down the street behind us, they get all those people in spraying chemicals on their yards for the weeds. And I don't use any chemicals on my yard. And right now the water is over, like one of my garden beds, well, two of them are submerged. So now I've got all that chemical crap in my garden bed. I'm not happy. Nope, not happy at all. So anyway, that's my biggest pet peeve about it. And I mean, for years, 10 years, Ron has pumped our yard out. And he's dug that ditch, and you get new neighbors, and they go, "What the heck's this ditch here for?" And they fill it in, and you try and explain it to them. And Yeah. At least these ones saw last spring how bad it is, so it made me happy that they got together and dug that ditch. I know you don't use chemicals either. Especially not in the food beds, right? Like these are my food beds. I mean, I wouldn't want my perennials killed either, but you know, don't want chemicals on my food. If I want chemicals on my food, I just buy all my produce. Okay, pet peeve of the day. Done. Yeah. Well, I mean, what have I got back there? I've got my crabapple tree, my currant bush. So those are those. Oh no, I've got the grapevines on the shed that are underwater. Um, yeah, I think that's all my fruit that's back there. That's getting toxified. So yeah, I'm a little irritated. But like I say, they were out there bright and early this morning, and I think that the neighbor had dug down a little bit deeper along his fence to get it going. But I mean, it was up to, I mean, this year it would have been over the top of Ron's rubber boots if he went back there. That's a lot of stinking water. Oh, yeah, and I got a big compost pile back there too. So now that stuff's just going to get used on the yard and not in the gardens. Oh, no, no. Yeah, no, we don't have any animals anymore, but definitely that's why we never use chemicals on the yard because of chemical pets. And I mean, my daughter brings her dogs over quite often, so I don't need her dogs getting poisoned or, you know, getting it on their paws and then them licking it. This one is really wonky. I haven't trimmed it down nicely, obviously. I'll do that shortly. I feel like there's two there. There were two there. Ah, that is a lot of water. Came right up to my little apple tree. My big apple tree was safe. Ron added enough dirt around there. But I mean, how much dirt can one put in their yard, really? I don't know what it's like there, but here we spent over $1,000 on dirt last year. And he's already talking about getting more this year. Oh, thanks. Just a little bit of whimsy. Don't know what else I'm going to put in. I almost feel like it needs like uh, definite borders around the edges of the pages. But I don't know if I want to do that with um, ink or paper borders or something. So now I'm waiting impatiently for sprouts, even though I only planted them yesterday. You know, I have to admit, I really like the way this blue paper came out. And I've got all that blue paper left over, right? Maybe I'm going to have to tear some up and just start with coffee dyeing them and do this. Two. Oh, yeah. That's not bad. No, we haven't had enough snow that we should be having flooding at all. I think that's, quite irritating as well. Quite irritating. The idea is not to put these dots in all the same places. After a while, you kind of get in a rut, and that you just do them. Those two seem to be stuck together. Now, of course, I can doodle these dots, outline them. These pages are nowhere near complete, but it is a good start. I think what I want to do maybe with another color, use a 2-inch circle and put it so that it goes over the sides. I like that idea. I do. You know, I see this as a grungy book, but they would make really great little pocket stuffers in a journal too. Yeah, well, maybe smiley faces. Who knows? I have no idea where this is going, aside from the fact that I want to use the old words. See, I didn't put anything on the backs of these. My plan got sidetracked. So I think that if I do those other dots, like the 2-inch dots over the side or over the corner, wherever I do them, oh, um, maybe they need to be like a big, bright. Wonder if I've got orange. Yeah, well, this is going to be words. I will have words in this book. Okay, Kim, you can only put 2 dots on each of these now because you're just about out of yellow dots. Yeah, it would be nice if I had an orange. I do have some with just one on, which is fine. Ooh, I'm going to have to cut some more dots. Hang on. Little scrap bin. Gonna just lop off a hunk. Lop off a hunk, guys. Orange marker. Maybe. Hey, Steph. Nice to see you. I do have orange markers. I thought I had cut out enough yellow dots. And like I say, of course, they're all going to be outlined. I'm going to have some doodling in here as well. Don't think I'm going to add any more paper. Aside from, just some little dots. Or maybe a die cut of something. There, we got the yellow dots. Oh, see, now my problem is if I put Mod Podge down, this orange is watercolor. I will have to be very careful when I do that. Okay, let's just see if I've got a nice bright orange piece of paper. I do. Look at how beautiful and orange that is. Don't think I'll get enough to do every one. Because I've got 16, correct? Well, let's just start and see what happens. Maybe I don't have to do all of them, just some of them can have a nice orange dot. See, this is cattywampus now. Like this. Oh, I like that. And they don't all, oh, see, down a little bit. Nope. Gotta watch because you're going to cover up one of your other dots. There. It has to go right there. Or I do it this way. Oh, yeah. Do it like that. There we go. There's one. I've got lots of pumpkins, but I don't think I want to use pumpkins. for this. Oh, come on, glue. Don't do this now. And on that side. So you go there. Oh, slide it down. I did it backwards, guys. After all that, I did it backwards. Off you go. And up a bit now. There. No. Goodness! What did I do? Nope. This way. There. Good enough. Good enough. I think I did that backwards. I think the big side was supposed to go on here. I can't remember now. Doesn't matter. I still like it. Still like it. And I like it that it's not, half and half. Let's do one on the blue. Oh, yeah. Angry faces to go with your smileys. Oh, I got lots of pumpkins. Got a whole sheet of pumpkins. Like that. Like that. So I guess maybe what I could do and I know that they look like they're all going on this way, but I could have this way. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't determined the orientation of them yet either. I don't think I will get one on there. Oh, this needs a trim. Trim that down. See. If I do a big one there, and just a little bit over. Nope. Nope. Could do at the top. That one's almost half, but that's okay. That's okay. Can always do the top as well. Got 4 sides I can use. You babysitting the laser again? Awesome. Have you guys seen this stuff that they make? Oh, it's like jigsaw puzzles in wood ornaments. They're absolutely stunning. They are absolutely stunning. Okay, I said top, right? Those are fun. There can be lots of fun. We'll use it on this one because that one's so plain it needs something. Maybe this bottom corner. We'll do that corner. See, that's making this one a little bit more like the others. All right, Marty's got Carol art. Ah, thanks, Lee. Your hand carving? Oh, I miss hand carving. Just gave away the last of the carving tools. My daughters took what they wanted. Now my grandson took pretty much the rest. The other grands don't have an interest. Oh, see, I got a mucky mark on this orange. I'm going to have to put something on top of it. Ah! That's what happens when you got mucky fingers, guys. New knife at Lee Valley. Awesome. See, when I was carving, my dad carved also, and we belonged to a carving club, and a lot of the guys made their own knives, so a lot of my knives were handmade. The handles were just beautiful for my hand. But that, you know, yes, that. Okay, should I do two more? Or I think the 4 is good. Put one here. That'll cover up a bit of this ucky brown. I don't know. I like that the way it is. This could use a bit more orange, I think. I am going to leave it at that because those will still be nice and fun throughout. And I've got more if I decide I want to add more. Yeah, it is quicker. It is quicker. Yeah, I think my grandson even took my spoke shaves. It's okay. They're not getting used, and this way he'll use them, and that's a good thing. That is definitely a good thing. So I don't know if I want to put page tabs on. I don't know how I want things to go together. This one I definitely need to do something to. But I kind of want them throughout. I don't want them close together. I think I've only got one that's at the top. That's okay. It's okay. Okay, so this is what we got. This is what we've done. And like I say, I don't know how the book's going to go yet. You know, it'd be fun. No, we'll see. We'll see. Ah, thanks, Lee. Yeah, I need to get some blue on this one. So I've got those, like I say, those blue metallics. That just looks wonky. I am going to put these through the cutter and get them back to size, shape, whatever. This needs glue. Glue. As I say, I'm going to be outlining the dots. Maybe I'll doodle on the big orange ones with white. What do you think? Maybe with white. Yeah. I'll doodle on, oh, see, very close together. That's okay. It's handmade, right? Handmade is handmade. Have to decide which ones I want to use as covers, or if I want something completely different. Maybe what I'll do is I'll do covers out of just regular paper and some yellow dots on it. Maybe that's what I'll do, because I've got more of this size. I've got lots of that size cut. So I think that's what I will do. Well, it's been almost an hour and a half. I would like to thank everybody for being here. Everybody in chat, everybody up playing in the balcony, anybody who watches the replay. I appreciate each and every one of you. Again, that recipe that I did on Sunday that didn't work out, that was totally my fault because I shorthanded all my recipes thinking that I would remember how to do them, and obviously I didn't. But I talked to somebody else and she goes, yeah, that one you cook. Yep. See, I had pulled out a pot at the beginning and then I read the recipe and I said, oh, I don't need a pot for this. So I didn't use the pot. So I should have cooked it. Anyway, as I say, it's a wonderful creamer. I still have to write that down in the recipe area that this is now a creamer, not a condensed milk. So thanks everybody for being here. Big hugs, and I will see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye now. I appreciate each and every one of you.